Hello, algebra students. Mr. Lawrence here, and I'm working this on a microphone. Hopefully you'll be able to hear me better than yesterday. Anyway, this is going over parallel and perpendicular. You're going to watch this video, you're going to take some notes, and then you're going to do some practice problems. This stuff is easy, but you have to memorize the process. Now, I think those of you that had a hard time on this one, it's because you didn't do enough practice. I was talking to one student, and I don't mean this as a put down in any way, because I could have told you this anyway. I asked them about the study guides that they had done, and the person said, well, I did some on direct variation, but I didn't really do the other ones. Yeah. See, you got to do the study guides on everything. You've got to practice. You're not, the algebra is more challenging. We can't just pick it up just by watching. Anyway, let's get on to this. So, all right, I've got to find the equation parallel to y equals 3x minus 7, but it must go through the point 9, 4. All right, the first thing I do in any problem like this is I find the slope. Now, because this is written in slope-intercept form, I know my slope is 3, or 3 over 1. Now, to do the parallel, I'm going to find the parallel slope. You should know that parallel lines have the same slope, so the slope is also 3. And pay attention here, I have the slope and a point. Well, I'm going to write an equation in what form? If I'm given the slope and a point, I'm going to do it in point-slope form. And so I'm going to put 3 times the quantity of x minus 9. There we go. Now I'm going to convert this to slope-intercept form. The first step will be to distribute the 3. And when I do that, I'm going to get y minus 4 equals 3x minus 27. And here comes my son. Would you like to say hello?
Hi.
You got to say it real loud.
Hi.
Okay, so he's in to watch me work. Anyway, so now I'm going to go to slope-intercept form. Okay, so I'm going to add 4 to each side. How do I know will be in slope-intercept form? Because that will be getting the y alone. The y term will be all by itself, and I will have my equation. You should pray that I give you 6 of these problems on the next test, because this stuff is so simple. All right, there we go. That's the equation. That's parallel to the original equation and passes through the point 9, 4. All right, now the perpendicular one. Well, oh, excuse me, sorry about that. I'm going to find the slope. A perpendicular slope is the negative reciprocal. Yes? So if it's 3 over 1, the original slope, the negative reciprocal is negative 1/3. Okay. Now, I do the same exact thing. I write a point slope equation using the perpendicular slope and the point that was given to me. So there we go. What do we got here? X minus 9. All right, I'm going to distribute, and I'm going to get y minus 4 is going to equal negative 1/3 times x plus 1/3 of 9 is 3. Going to add 4 to each side. Adding 4. Oop, what's going on there? Okay, and I'm going to get y equals negative 1/3 x plus 7. Okay, so now we have an equation parallel and an equation perpendicular, and they both pass through the point 9, 4. If you really wanted to, you could go to like desmos.com and graph those. Now, see, that's not really an optional thing. If you don't understand this, why aren't you on Desmos typing in those 2 equations? Don't wait for me to do it for you. It is totally okay to not understand something. It is never okay to avoid doing something because you don't understand. I had a conversation with a student the other day, and they were totally not doing something because they didn't get it. Well, how the heck are you supposed to figure it out if you never try? You have to make an effort. It is not okay to go, I don't know how to do it. I just can't do it. I can't do it. No, no, that is a lame excuse. Do not give in to that. All right, second example here. This time I'm in standard form, and so I'm going to find the slope, and I'm going to sing A, B, C. Easy as 4, -3, -17. Okay, and my slope, if you've made your flashcard like you're supposed to, is going to be 4/3. Why? Because negative A over B would be -4 over -3, or positive 4/3. So now I do the parallel. The slope is the same. The parallel slope is 4/3. Okay, I have a slope and a point. I'm going to write y minus 6 equals 4/3 times the quantity of x minus 12. All right, so again, I distribute. Notice I'm doing the same exact steps every time. As intelligent as you ladies and gentlemen are, if you practice, you will start to remember. Without practice, it is very unlikely that you'll remember. All right, adding 6 to both sides, and I'm going to get y equals 4/3 x minus 10. And there you go. That equation is parallel to the original equation. To do perpendicular, I do the same exact thing. So I'm going to go m perpendicular, and I get the negative reciprocal for the slope, and that'll be -3/4. Now I write my point slope equation, -3/4 times the quantity of x minus 12. All right, y minus 6 equals -3/4 times x plus 9. Adding 6 to both sides will get me y equals -3/4 x plus 15. And again, please go verify on Desmos. Type in all three equations. The black one and the red one will be parallel. The blue one will be perpendicular to both of them. All right, now you're going to try this one, except I want to change one little thing here. Hold on one second. I want to change something. Let me get into, uh-oh, that is the wrong button. Okay, let me go like this. And let me unlock that. And I'll scroll back down. And I want to change this to -4. Okay, I want you to solve this on your own. Imitate the steps you just saw. Okay, when you're ready, I will. You can unpause the video and see my solution. Okay, if you're still watching, it means you've done the problem. If you have not done the problem, you need to pause the video and do it. It is not okay to sit and watch me do it. Okay, here we go. First thing I notice, I'm not in any of our recognizable forms. So I've got a choice. I can go to Slope-Intercept Form, or I can go to Standard Form. Because I'm almost in Standard Form, I'm going to do that first. I'm going to subtract 2y from both sides. And my new equation will become 5x minus 2y, and that equals 34. Now to find the slope, I'm going to go A, B, C. And that's going to be easy as 5, -2, 34. Okay, and so my slope is -a over b, and my slope is going to be 5/2. Okay, so now I'm ready to do the parallel line. So, the parallel slope is going to be 5/2. And I have the slope and a point. So I'm going to write my point slope equation, y plus 4. Ooh, why is it plus 4? Because I was subtracting a negative, right? Equals 5/2 times 20. Oops, I'm sorry, making a mistake, getting a little bit ahead of myself there. Let me get rid of that. 2 times the quantity of x minus 20. All right, so I'm going to get y plus 4. And that's going to equal 5/2 x minus 50, I believe. Right? How did I get that? I distributed the 5/2. All right, I'm going to subtract 4 from both sides and get y equals 5/2 x minus 54. All right. To do the perpendicular one, again, if you haven't done it, pause the video. Slope perpendicular, I need the negative reciprocal, so it's going to be -2/5. And now I write my point slope equation. I'm going to go y plus 4 equals -2/5 times the quantity of x minus 20. Distributing will get me y plus 4 equals -2/5 x plus, I believe that's going to be 8. Subtracting 4 will result in -2/5 x plus 4. And there you go. It's just that easy. Okay, your job now is to go ahead and get started on the worksheet. Mr. Lawrence signing off. Have a good night, everybody.